Well, hello friends, and welcome to another Prefect 99 live stream. I hope you're all well. I apologise that I've not been streaming. I haven't been flying online for quite a while. Life has again got in the way, so doing some real-world ratings and the never-ending battle with car insurance that's currently taking up most of my time, along with work. But it's bank holiday here. Everywhere's closed. The sun's out, and there's a VATSIM event that should be kicking off at 5:30, which should give us time to get there. Apologies for the delay with the new monitor, which is significantly higher resolution. I have had issues with my pop-out displays for the PFD. If Windows display scaling is set to 125 or 150, which it tends to be in general use, then that pop-out display scales within the window as well, which is a really weird error. It's taken me ages to figure that out. But without further ado, let's get into the jet. I don't know if I'm streaming at 1440p. I should be. It should be coming out at 16.9. What settings can I get? I've got auto 720. Oh, of course it doesn't. Oh no. So on my iPad it's giving me 1440p as well. Great, and I can use that to look at the chat as I don't currently have it on the window. The stream rate seems to drop off and isn't very constant, but I hope that isn't an issue. There aren't any dropped frames. You may see the corner of my frame rate window. I'm going to monitor the frame rates, of course. Almost 50% more resolution has meant that you can't see, it's just off of screen here, that my GPU load has of course gone up because I only have a plain old 4070, but it seems manageable even with the Chally in the good sort of like 40s. So this will be the first flight with the new monitor, first full flight. I've done a little bit of testing. We'll see how we get on. Anyway, we haven't got a lot of time to waste. 15:38. We've got
Welcome to Hot
35
Start Flight
minutes.
Support. How can we help you today?
Well, hello Jenny. Sorry that I am late. So I think the packs will get here then. See how we get on. One thing you guys probably won't see is just how good colours and everything pop. It's an OLED monitor and it's pretty good. I think we'll request the AC GPU for APU use and noise. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to get going pretty quick, so it shouldn't be needed. Let's just go with that.
Of course, Captain. I'll get that organized for you right away.
Great. Let's head out to the jet. Here she is, resplendent on the pan. I don't think there'll be anyone about, but why don't we connect to VATSIM? That hasn't impacted the frames much, but then again there's not much weather. I have turned down, I think I've turned down my anti-aliasing settings. Gatwick's online, there we go. The contrails are a nice effect. Don't know if you guys can see that. Can't always see the aircraft. You can at least see some streaks. Oh, that looked like an aeroplane at the front of that. Just adds a bit of immersion and reality. Of course, these are all online VATSIM users. Over there. Great. So the jet looks serviceable, ground stamp. It has been raining out in London. It's going to be a rainy Easter weekend, of course. So what have I got there? Some CPU spikes. Not sure why. So let's connect the battery up. Take the pins out. Switches down. So it's not going to inadvertently come and get us. What we'll do is close when we apply hydraulic pressure, but that's why that's in the checklist. Also, we got a nice clean looking wing. Back here, it's not modelled yet, but I believe it is coming soon. APU battery connection. Kind of check the APU hours, just over 21. What does that look like? 21. 2, something like that, doesn't really matter. A little bit of wind so you can hear the fan blades chattering. So, have an FA to attend to the cabin. This flight. They're not here, I'm going to do it myself. Keep the shades down, keep the interior nice. And as always, if you're watching, somebody is, please say hi. If you can't in chat, then subscribe. So, let's just have a look at the fuel panel. 530 kilos on board. Amp test, everything works. One of the first things I noticed with the new monitor was the depth of those colours. Really very red. Quantity won't come up until I think we put power on the aeroplane. Do the lamp test now. Good. So, aeroplane and flight pubs we don't have. I've done the initial bit of the trip log. Circuit breakers down there appear in down here, and what we can't do, I think I mentioned it last time, is if you briefly click, that they don't pop, because of what used to happen. Be potentially outside or clicking something else, accidentally click a circuit breaker and cause all havoc. So now if you wish to pull a circuit breaker, you just have to click and hold. So click, hold, don't know, half a second or a second. Anyway, they are in emergency equipment. It's all down here. Check all of that. Hydraulic pumps are all off. Nose steer is down here and is off. Landing gear lever is down. Flight spoiler lever is retracted, matches my hardware position. Flap lever matches what we saw outside. The flaps are up. ADG manual release is stowed, and the battery master can come on. So, DC electrics.
Nose door.
Bring this up for you. Should be able to see that on the corner of your screens. Just waiting for us to load up on my iPad. 22 volt minimum we have on APU and main battery. I suppose you can see it, but it's not big, is it? It is what it is. The fuel is going to come along in a moment. 1420. That doesn't seem to be right. sure we had more than that when we arrived. Whatever. So down here, fire X.
Jet pipe overheat.
Good. Those will work, nav lights are on, and we can start the APU up. So, just totaling up
All
what we
right,
need.
Captain. Fuel truck is hooked up. Just let me know how much fuel you need. Or would you like to go tanks full today?
So I think we need 2070. That's going to be divided by A1. Which gives us 2555 recurring. That doesn't include 100 kilos for the APU.
All right, I'm gonna go start up the pump.
So we'll just wait for some prep. They open. Shut off test. There it is. We'll leave those wings to fill up. It's 18 degrees in the cabin. That seems suspiciously warm. Anyway, we'll start the APU up. And it's 15:05. So there's the APU running. Caution for APU gen off. Battery chargers, TRUs are working. And there we have one sensible APU.
Flight compartment checklist. AC and DC electrics.
Now that was one thing I was going to change was every do actions on a go around. So this was something from Graham's stream. Yeah, so I don't want that on. Does the actions. Now, do I want it on the go around? The go around. Yeah, and use the checklist action to instruct. I guess we'll leave that on for now. So, AC, DC electrics are set and checked.
Nav lights, logo light.
Logo's not required, nav lights are on.
Cockpit lights.
They're all bright. How are they doing down here? Good enough.
Lamp test.
1, checked. 2, checked.
Duct monitor.
So test. 2, 3, 4,
Lead
5
air
red. Duct
duct.
test OK. 5 switch
Lead
lights.
air duct.
OK, OK, and loop. OK.
FMS database status.
Let's check that out, shall we? New Iraq, 21st of March, correct.
FMS flight plan uplink. ATIS.
So I think it's the tail number, and I think it's 30. Alright, whatever.
Anti-skid.
So it's armed test, anti-skid in test.
Nose door.
As we said, it's open. Clear left, clear right, a little bit of stuttery. Too bad.
Hydraulic 3A pump.
Refueling is complete, Captain. Do you need anything else?
No, it looks good to me. I think we wanted 3.5, we're pretty much there.
Okay, just one quick signature on here, and I'll be on my way. Here's a copy for your records. Have a nice day.
Interesting that the day is wrong. Definitely not March 30th today. Is that a bug? I didn't check the date in explain. Interesting. How weird. Anyway, where were we? 3A pump is on. There's the nose door closing.
Brake pressure.
Looking for 3000 psi, which we have.
Parking brake.
Set.
Nose door.
The nose door is closed. There'd be a caution if it wasn't.
Hydraulic panel and pumps.
So, temperatures. Temperatures, quantities and pressures look sensible. So we'll put 3A on. Sorry, 1B on. 3A off and white. 3B on. 2B on. Good. The cautions.
Electric panel.
1 and 2 are off.
AC DC utility switch. Start ignition panel.
All out.
Fuel panel.
Easy. 1, 2, 3. 2 greens, 2 whites. 2, 3. 1, 2 greens. 2 whites. 1 white. No whites. No greens.
APU LCV.
Is here. Is on and open. Indicating
10th stage isolation valve.
open.
Packs.
Both on.
Air conditioning panel.
So we can set ram air out, extinguished, guarded, temperatures as required, and actually set to the cabin VFA.
Pressurization panel.
So differential pressure is 0, man out centered, man rates all the way over to the left, press con. In manual, enunciated, out, fault light, extinguishes, emergency depress, out, extinguished, guarded. And then what are we looking for? Where we're going. The altimeter in Vilnius is 1004. So because I can't work out freedom units, let's put 100 in here, about 2965. Something like that. And let's have a look at the charts for our destination. The aerodrome elevation is 649 feet, which close enough. And the rate selector is aligned. I know it doesn't look it from here, but tell that if you followed that pip along, it would line up.
Bleed air panel.
All out, all off. And that is currently a lit valley.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel switch.
Off. No, that's the normal one. The supplemental is down here. It's out. So the wing anti-ice does need to be checked. So yes, that one's off. That one's out.
Cal anti-ice switches.
So what are we checking for here? No cautions. Set back out.
Anti-ice panel.
So wing heat switch is off. Left and right extinguished. Switch lights are both out. These down. Test. Left. No shield heat okay. Move the switches back to off, reset, and the caution comes back on. Ice detection. Ice caution. Wait, ice warning. No, yeah, that is ice caution. And then the next one is the wing, overheat,
Wing overheat.
and anti-ice test okay.
Wing overheat.
Emergency lights.
So they are currently off. You would go put one, check them. With the info that they're on. And then put them back to arm, no caution.
Passenger signs.
Can come on.
ELT.
Armed.
Glare shield panel.
Wait for me for a moment.
Crew and passenger oxygen.
So quantity is sufficient. Of course we can come over and test ours.
DCU warning panel.
Out extinguished, guarded.
CVR.
Test. Hold. And the light comes on.
Audio panels.
Don't need it this side. So I'm currently on mic 1, should be listening to it. Com 2 is Unicom. We'll have a listen. London South Centre I don't think covers Northolt.
Expert 209 is taxiing to runway 25 via Delta, Foxtrot, and Alpha onto holding point Alpha 1.
And the ex-pilot was putting that through the speakers. Now it's coming through my headset and you should be able to hear it as well.
SPS system.
I'm pretty sure I can't do the full check, so stall protection both sides is on. So stab 1 goes all the way down. Disconnect. Like controls synoptic, we have simultaneously hold left and right in. Still fail. Push AMD. Engage. Still lights. Continue holding it. Independently check AP. Disconnect buttons. Can't do it for the other side. Elevates all the way forward. Can't do the G switch. Release.
Integrated standby instrument.
It's alright.
Clock. EFS, ICAS. Main landing gear bay overheat.
So I'll check the fail first.
Gear bay overheat.
TAS warning switches.
They are down here, out extinguished and guarded.
Pitch and roll disconnects.
Both stowed.
Ground spoilers.
Ground spoilers are auto.
Thrust reversers.
Out and now armed.
Thrust levers.
Left full free, shut off, right full free and shut off.
Engine speed switches.
Both on.
Engine vibration check.
Goes up to 3, a VIB indicated.
Oral warning.
Just testing the speakers really.
Smoke detector.
Smoke.
Smoke toilet, smoke baggage bay.
Smoke.
Trims. Mock trim.
So again, I won't do the full check because there's only me flying it. But we put 1 in, Mac in, and we get stab trim 2 in op. Clacker in both directions.
Hello, Captain. It's Jenny from Hot Start Flight Support. Your passengers have arrived. Shall I have them brought to the plane?
Not yet, Jenny. We're still setting up.
Understood. Just call me when you're ready to receive them.
Do.
Anything else?
No, that's it, thanks.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
So you try it with both sides. I can't do that. I mean, I could do it from here using the keyboard, but it's faff. Stab trim, Mac trim. Repeat with trim 2. And of course what we're doing is checking each side because there's no physical trimmer on the aircraft. And of course you've got redundant switches on both sides. And you do the disconnect on each side, but I'm not. So push those both in. Stab trim's not displayed. Push the Mac trim in. So not displayed. Set for takeoff. Anything around 6 is usually good. And we check for aileron and rudder. I don't even think I've got rudder trim mapped, to be honest. So I'm going to skip that check.
Yaw dampers.
Yaw damper is 1, 2, engaged.
Reversionary inhibit switches.
So they're all down here. Normal, MFD, normal, and 1.
IRS.
So we can check that down here. IRSs are in nav, all aligned.
CPDLC.
So that comes back to what I was saying earlier. South London Terminal. Oh, that glasses is a pain. So who do I actually have? I've got London South and London Terminal. So in reality, who would I be talking to? So at Northolt, ATIS departure, and I'd be Northolt departure 12915. I mean, it is a good it is a so London Terminal South does cover, so 134125, so let's have them tuned up. London Terminal 134.
Meter 118.505, speedbird 717.
Speedbird 817, turn left heading 130 degrees.
Left 130 degrees, speedbird 817.
Korean Air 252, start to reduce your speed to 220 knots.
Reduce speed 220 knots, Korean Air 252.
Skyways 237, climb now, flight level 150.
Climb now, flight level 157, Skyways 237.
Speedbird 24, London, hello, climb now, flight level 80. Springbok 45 Alpha, fly heading 050 degrees.
Heading 050, 45 Alpha.
London Control, Shamrock 16.
Runway 27 left, departure runway 27 right, transition level, flight level 80, increased bird activity within the aerodrome boundary, delivery and ground closed, for start and taxi contact tower on 118.505. Data link clearances are available. Surface wind 210 degrees 16 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds broken at 4,100 feet. Temperature +13. Dew point +4. QNH 988 hectopascals. Acknowledge receipt of information echo and advise aircraft type and series on first contact with Heathrow. This is Heathrow Airport information echo at time 1450 Zulu. Automatic. Arrival runway 27 left. Departure runway 27 right. Transition level. Flight level 80. Increased bird activity within the aerodrome boundary. Delivery and ground closed. For start and taxi contact tower on 118.505. Data link clearances are available. Surface wind 210 degrees 16 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds broken at 4,100 feet. Temperature +13. Dew point +4. QNH 988 hectopascals. Acknowledge receipt of information echo and advise aircraft type and series on first contact with Heathrow.
Call you back, Speedbird 731 Whiskey, contact Heathrow Tower. In fact, it's about to close. Contact Heathrow Director on 119730. Bye-bye.
19730, Speedbird 731 Whiskey, thanks, bye-bye.
Cheers, bye-bye. Speedbird 817, report your heading and speed to Heathrow Director on 119730. Bye-bye.
Heading in speed to Director 119730, Speedbird 817, thank you.
Bye-bye. Korean Air 252, report your heading and speed to Heathrow Director on 119730. Bye-bye.
119.70, Korean Air 252 today.
Cheers, easy 40 Hotel Alpha, left turn 240 degrees, you're clear for the ILS 26 left.
240, clear for the ILS 26 left, easy 40 Hotel Alpha.
TCAS.
Ryanair 127, sorry for the late climb, contact London on 129 for 430.
London 129, 430, no worries. Good job today, Ryanair 124.
Cheers, Flybus 2148, London Control, hello to you, descent flight level 90, landing runway 23.
TCAS system test OK.
ATIS and clearance.
Further climb your discretion on Unicorn 1228, bye bye.
So we're going to struggle to get our departure clearance.
Cheers, Speedbird 224 for further climb, contact London
The
Control
ATIS is on its
129430, bye
way.
bye. Shamrock 16 Tango, further climb on Unicorn 122.8, bye bye.
122.86 here, Shamrock 16 Tango.
Cheers, bye bye. Speedbird 556, contact Heathrow Director 119730. Nothing heard. Easy 40 Hotel Alpha, contact Gatwick Director on 126.825, your number 2.
FMS flight plan, wind update, perf.
Let's
Cheers,
do
bye bye.
that.
Speedbird 24, climb file 180. Golf Lima Charlie, now that I've got my breath. What's your request?
Request direction November Delta, procedural
So, Quebec 95, 295
Roger. You can hold it, clacks, and give us a call when you're ready.
TACHA, Uche, GARLU, BODLA, BARGU.
Sorry, yes, sorry, I misheard you. Yes, hold November Delta call ready.
And 2 Bravo, which we'll check. We've got plenty of time to cruise. Great.
Baltic 7 Golf 2, hello, climb now, flight 130.
Flight 130 for Baltic 7 Golf 2.
Logan Triple Golf Golf Charlie Lima Alpha, Logan 1 Hotel, inbound Summit.
So, what are we expecting?
Contact Heathrow Director on 119730. 19730 Golf.
Call it 7 packs because one of them's flight attendant. We're probably going to have about 100 kilos of bags.
Governor Charlie 3000 approved, QNH 989 hectopascal.
So about alternate cruise. Hello. So that giving us 0 fuel weight, 13.3, a little bit low. Gross weight 16.7. 16.1, that makes sense because I've added extra fuel. So the reserves can stay at 500, it's actually 403. Takes into account our contingency as well, taxi fuel 100.
Alpha for X-ray Delta, hello to you. Pepper 2 Golf arrival, descend flight level 110.
Flight level 110, Pepper 2 Golf arrival, time accepted.
So wind update, it's important to put the time in.
Steven 55 Golf, switching to Heathrow Director 119730.
Yeah, I did call you, I thought you'd already gone. Yes, 119730, cheers.
Apologies, been here, bye bye.
Yeah, we're a bit minutes on the frequency.
15.
Speedbird 24, contact London Control 129.430, bye bye.
22018. It's 10 plus. Scattered at 4000, 1304.
Air Baltic 7 Golf 2, fly heading 040 degrees and climb flight level 190.
Heading 040 and flight level 1, repeat flight level?
190.
Flight level 190, Air Baltic 7 Golf 2.
Hello, good afternoon, Prefect 99.
Touch message.
Prefect 99 is a Challenger 650 stand for, correction, line 4 at Northolt. Request departure clearance to Vilnius.
Yeah, departure clearance will be Heathrow Director 119730.
19730, thanks, Prefect 99. Let's switch that over, 1973. Let's do it on here, shall we?
Runway 27 left.
That's land 731 Whiskey.
Zero 3 X-ray Alpha, hello, descent flight level 110,
Oh, he has
enter the
got
hold at
PDC.
Lambo left turns as published.
110,
Hold at Lambo as published. If you don't know how to do that, then you just let me know.
no hold.
Okay, great. In that case, fly heading 265.
Heading 265, speedbird 3 X-ray Alpha.
Coordinate 252, this is not going to work. Turn left heading 180 degrees.
I don't know if this will
All
work
left heading
either.
180 degrees, Korean Air 25. Confirm cancel approach.
No, negative. The separation is not going to work. Approach clear is cancelled. Turn left heading 180 degrees.
All left heading 180 degrees, Korean Air 25, roger.
817, maintain speed 180 till 60 ME.
Speed 180, 817.
Heathrow Director, Speedbird 1205 is at flight level 035. Contact London, please, 134.125.
Busy.
Shuttle 9 Juliet, you with me? Shuttle 9 Juliet, hello, speed now 220 knots, stop descent flight level, stop descent flight level 90.
So, wind update.
Takeoff data.
3,000 feet, turn left heading 360 degrees. Speedbird 479, turn right heading 250 degrees.
Right heading 250 degrees, speedbird 479.
Coordinate 252, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Descent 3000, Korean Air 252.
Speedbird 731 Whiskey, left Alpha, stand 511.
Alpha 511, speedbird 731 Whiskey, thanks, good afternoon.
Speedbird 479, descent altitude 5,000 feet, expedite descent, QNH 988.
So, 1682.
Descent 5,000 feet, QNH 988, Gangster Pascals, speedbird 479.
Ample runway, can we take an intersection?
Make a left turn now, please, heading 360 degrees.
On left 360 degrees, Korean Air 252.
Anything listed from Bravo?
Speedbird 604, Papa ready for taxi.
Speedbird
There is
875, clear to land 27
We'll
left.
go to the end.
Clear the lane, 27 left, 517.
Coordinate 252, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots,
And
Korean
we
Air
can climb it
252.
for airspace.
Speedbird 3 X-ray Alpha,
first.
turn left heading 0905.
Left 0905, speedbird 3 X-ray Alpha.
Speedbird 479, speed to
So
180.
actually it is 3 for the initial climb.
Coordinate 252, reduce speed to 180 knots.
We're confirm
Avionics and charts.
I've got.
Flight
Actually,
instruments.
sorry, apologies. Increase speed,
Let's
speed.
try that. So
180 knots.
there goes Toga.
We're increased 180 knots, Korean Air
Nav we
252.
will need. LNAVs on. Logical check. So we appear to be level 273. We're roughly heading west.
479, turn left turn heading 150 degrees.
49 is the runway. So horizon level, HSI is 273 degrees, FMS is selected, armed for nav.
And turn left heading
We're going to be
145.
turning
Speedbird
initially
749 on the ground, runway 27 right.
above 7 I believe.
Continue taxi, hold Alpha 3.
Continue taxiing Alpha 3
Takeoff speeds,
and how
114, 121, 131, 155, 200 target set. Left side flight director as I'm flying.
I need to
Takeoff, takeoff both sides. RS armed. That's no clearance.
Turn left heading 255, cleared out.
3099-988.
On left
We'll set on the
255,
standby.
clear RS 0825 left approach, correction 27 left approach, Korean Air 252.
PSI 0. And thrust rating N1TO.
Departure briefing.
So, passing 700, turn right, direct, Whiskey, Uniform Whiskey 02 at 3000 to Chiltern NDB at 3, turn right to WARTHOG,
Go around or expect late clearance.
and then we're going to Bruton's Park, and to match at 5. There's a lot of speed restrictions, so I'm not going to check them all because it's just the sim.
734, stand 522, request push and start.
Hot start flight support. Jenny speaking. How can we help?
Packs out please.
Understood. They'll be there in a couple of minutes.
Tell you what,
Anything else?
this is unmanageable. I'm going to close all stations. Contact London 129.430.
Great. is it so bad for him? Anyway, that's it. Thanks,
Always
Jenny.
a pleasure. Take care.
I mean, what's he got? Just a cluster of madness? Well done. Hello again, Prefect 99. That is not the right frequency. 27104. This is the only nightmare of being around London.
Snyder Romeo Lima. London Control, Ewing 626 with you at flight level 3700. Two stations, Ewing Wings 1 Romeo Bravo, hello school 2223. School 2223 for your Wings 1 Romeo Bravo. And Ewing 626 London, roger. Speedbird 68 Foxtrot, hello. It's incredibly busy into Heathrow and the Heathrow controller is just logged off, so I'm going to send you straight to Unicorn 122.8 now. Good luck. Cheers. Sky Travel 13 Quebec, it's going to be Unicorn 1228.
Unicorn 1228, Sky Travel 13 Quebec.
Your Wings 1 Romeo Bravo, descent flight 160.
That's why I have a 160 for your Wings 1 Romeo Bravo.
Easy 15 Echo, was that your CE flash?
Woody, descendant, flight level 20, sorry.
Stand by, Easy 15 Echo.
Emergency procedures, pins,
I wasn't,
colors,
but I can talk
chocks,
to you. Hello,
cabin
standing
lights,
runway
water
25,
heaters,
descent flight away 0.
master seat.
That's off the back.
Flight compartment checklist complete.
Speedbird
ATIS and
935,
clearance.
hello, it's Logan 2 Hotel arrival. Start to reduce your speed down to 270 or less and descent funnel 250.
Logan 2 Hotel arrival, so reduce speed to 270 or less, and could you repeat the flight level please?
250.
Descend flight level 250, Speedbird 935, thank you.
Shuttle 5 Extra, I'm going to have to put you up to Unicorn 1228, good luck.
Unicorn, have a nice day, private.
London Control, Easy 69 Romeo Lima, ready for descent.
Hello, Captain. Hope you are doing well today. Great.
I am.
There's nobody else coming along today. So as far as we're concerned, we're all good to go.
Okay, two stations, Easy 69 Romeo Lima, descent flight 150. Descend flight level 150, Easy 69 Romeo Lima. Grid 252, there's no one on Heathrow at the moment, continue on Unicom.
I'm not extending to altitude, if possible, can we get back on track?
Yeah, stand by. Baltic 7 Golf 2, own navigation direct Somber.
Direct Somber, I'm not extending altitude.
London, hello again, Prefect 99.
Prefect 99.
Hello, departure clearance to Vilnius, please.
I still don't cover Heathrow, even on this frequency. It's Unicom now, 1228. If you're going northbound, you can contact me once airborne.
So you don't do Northolt?
Negative.
Roger. Interesting.
And everybody's run off from that side, sorry.
Yeah, I know, it's chaos. I'll try and fight my way through.
It's mental.
What a fun old day. Right,
Engine start checklist next.
Hello, partial message.
Hold it now. Romeo 1, DC 48 down to lane.
Delaware, thank you. 22, you are clear for takeoff. The source winds 190 degrees, 17 knots.
Wind 61 is clear for takeoff, 192 feet, 78 down to lane.
Easy 15 Echo. How's on Luton QNH 987.
Engine start checklist. Doors. Closed. Parking brake and pressure. Checked and set. Fuel quantity and balance.
100 kilos, that's within.
Beacon. On. Fuel boost pumps. On. Ignition. Armed. Engine 2 start.
So let's ask the ground crew. Good to start too. Oh. Hold, engine start lights up. Oil pressure's rising, N2 is rising, less than 120, 20%. Fuel on, flow increases, ITT's increasing, and oil pressure's increasing.
Fuel system.
Well, it's running, we're looking for left low. Right left pump we have. Left low pressure we have.
Engine 1 start.
Clear start engine number 1. There we go, oil pressure's rising, N2 is rising, 20%, less than 120, M1's turning.
Heathrow traffic, Neighbor 734, taxi Yankee, Alpha, Alpha 3.
ITT's rising, oil pressure's rising, fuel flow's rising.
Engine start checklist complete. After start checklist, next. After start checklist. Generator 1 and 2. On, checked AC and DC. Ignition.
AC checked. DC rechecked.
Disarmed. Packs. On. 14th stage.
So we've got chocks
Open.
out.
Cowl anti-ice.
Wrong one.
On, check 45 seconds. Flight controls.
There we go, full forward, full off, full left, full right, full left rudder, full right rudder.
Ground spoilers.
All the way out. Oh, what am I doing? Down here, so disarm. You don't deploy movement arm. They deploy, move to auto. They stow.
Flight spoilers.
They come all the way up. They go to half. They go to stow.
Cal anti-ice.
Cal anti-ice. On.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Test on. Fuel balance.
It's within.
Trims.
3 set for takeoff.
No steer. Armed. APR.
Test 1. Test 2.
ADG unit.
Light comes on, light goes off.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice.
Just waiting on that. Brave Chowie driver.
Cal anti-ice. Off. Wing anti-ice. Norm. 14 stage isolation valve.
In, out, on, off.
Wing anti-ice.
So wing anti-ice on, yellow and 2 indication. So
checked. Off. ATS. N1 TO. ATC TCAS. TARA.
Hey, it's
after start checklist complete. Taxi checklist next.
Don't know how he got there in so short.
Taxi checklist. Taxi lights. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice.
Not required.
Brakes and
And
steering.
for the traffic that's established on ILS approach runway 27 left, please keep high approach speed until 4 nautical miles. I'm 180 knots now reducing.
1548, 3.
So traffic, that's going to be speed at 718, taxiing to runway 27 right via Alpha.
Also traffic, prefect 99, taxiing, hold short runway 25 via Delta. Clear left, clear right. There we go, there's the breakaway.
That's Viva 55 Golf Shuttle 5 X-ray. Can you please speed up, please? We need a bit of separation, don't you think? Yeah, I agree. I'm about 500 meters behind you. I'm going at 160. Do you want to speed up? Yes, but I've got another aircraft in front of me, 4 miles.
Ah, the joys of Unicorn.
Can I just maintain at least 200, just to give a bit of separation for us, please?
There'll be an X-plane and they will probably be using the same scenery.
Reverse thrust.
Green and stowed.
If taxiing the de-ice, pause checklist here until a paper de-ice checklist is complete.
De-ice not required. So we're already 4 minutes late.
Flaps. 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-checked. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing.
Discussed.
Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff checklist next.
So takeoff config okay.
Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs. Advised on. Anti-collision light. On. Pros.
Northwell traffic, prefect 99,
On.
enter bank track,
Windshield
runway
heat.
25, Northwell traffic.
On. Wing and cowl anti-ice.
Approaching 2-5.
Not required.
Continuous ignition. On. ATC TCAS. TARA. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice beam.
On runway 07
Gas.
200
Takeoff
meters
okay?
remaining.
Checked.
Landing, pulse, retoggle lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
Liver stutter.
And please, the traffic that landed on runway 27 left, please advise when we've vacated the runway. Yeah, thank you very much, and you're waiting 7 Whiskey Romeo, we're 1 mile out, landing runway 27 left.
Great. So much chat.
7 Golf Tango Delta, currently overhead, over 7 to 1,700 meters. Join over shuttle 13 Charlie, 13 miles out, 15 miles out for ILS approach for 27 right.
But no one cares when you're that far out.
On runway 25.
So it's going to be 15:52, 7 minutes late.
Established localizer 27 back.
I don't think we've got 340 left.
160.
London traffic, prefect 99 departing 25 Northrop, match to Yankee, London traffic. So let's just check out coming up.
465.
No, we look good.
Extend 249 and facing north. Heathrow is up 75, Commissioner 210. Shuttle 5, X-ray going around.
80 knots.
Checked.
No traffic, speed at 55 Golf, we are on a
V1.
27 right.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
There's 700, we can start our turn. back. There we go, busting through the out. Yeah, we've still got the flaps out. Messy departure.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up. Flaps. 0. Thrust reversers. Off. Ignition.
So max is 210.
Off. Pressurization.
Clean, let's go 210.
Checked. PAX transition.
Engine wing, 7 Whiskey Romeo turning, now heading 090 for the downwind, runway 27.
Completed. N1. Climb set. APU generator. Off. APU. Shut down. Passenger signs.
What was my comment? EC78 Delta Lima.
Bullet bomb.
Tenso.
CAS.
Checked.
After takeoff checklist
Charlie
complete.
Victor to descend at your discretion into Manchester. Unicom now 1228. Bye bye.
1228.
Easy 31 Yankee Mike. Contact Gatwick director on 126.825. Bye bye.
Gatwick on 126.825. Easy 21 Yankee Mike. Thank you.
Viva 330, descent flight 90. Viva 330, descent flight 90. House message.
Sticking with you, Southampton now.
I can see you now, and you've just gone outside my sector. It's going to be Unicom to you.
No, it's actually Thompson.
Yes, buddy.
Great to see the stutters are back, but hey.
London, Jersey 46 Tango. Jersey 46 Tango, hello, thanks for the message. Redirect to Parkway and report your requested level.
Requested level is flight level 150, where I am at the moment, and we'll try and redirect to go direct Parkway, Jersey 46 Tango.
Roger.
London, hello again, Prefect 99, Palit Norfolk. We're on the Match 2 Yankee, altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 988 hectopascals.
Prefect 99, school 1 Charlie.
School Charlie, Prefect 99.
99, I've got you, but I've got no flight plan for you. Not going very well, this is it.
Could be one of those days I'll refile it.
Cheers, buddy.
Good afternoon, Easy 45 Bravo Victor 150 on the uncircle 1 November. Right.
Easy 45 Bravo Victor, hello, landing runway 25, no delay, descent flight level 130.
Subflight level 130, runway 25. Bravo Victor.
Runway 58 Golf Golf, climb level 350.
Flight level 350, runway 5.
The Phantom 1 Alpha Papa, descent flight level 260. Easy 8 Liver Golf, climb level 250.
Phantom 10 is Master 1 Final Lima Delta 1130 inbound.
191 Lima Delta, hello, squawk 0471.
0471, Final Lima Delta.
Scandinavian 5 Charlie Hotel, own navigation direct Tenso. Ryanair 10 Charlie, further descent your discretion on Unicom 1228, bye bye.
Alright, yeah, come, thanks man.
Cheers, Speedbird 997, December 160. Speedbird 330, you can join the Hell of Heathrow on Unicom 122.8, good luck. Easy 8 Lima Golf, resume your own navigation direct to Sonda.
Direct to Sonda,
Under prefect 99, just refiled, so you should see a flight plan now.
5, climb file 130. Prefect 99, score 5235, climb now, flight 130.
Score 5235 and climb now, flight level 130, prefect 99.
DC45, Bravo Victor, descend to 5,000 feet, Luton Q Nation 987 hectopascals.
5,978 hectopascals, DG45 Bravo Victor.
Defense 1 Alpha Papa, descend flight level 200. DC78 Delta Lima, nothing further north for me, continue on Unicom now, 1228, bye-bye. Unicom, thank you, bye-bye, DC78 Delta Lima. Alpaca 52 November, nothing further south for me, continue on Unicom 1228, good luck.
Remember Unicom, thanks so much, Alpaca 52 November.
Cheers. Spirit 997, descend flight level 120. 120, Spirit 997.
Let's get the rocket ship going.
Right now, 58 Golf, Golf 9 further 80 seats to the north for me, continue on Unicom 122, that's white, bye.
Unicom, 58 Golf, Golf, come on in.
Kevlar 5229, hello,
That's
Logan
the
2
X-wing,
hotel
brother.
arrival, descend, flight level 160.
So climb speed 300.
Prefect 99, climb flight 190.
Climb flight level 190, prefect 99.
Altitude 6141, hello, route direct to Bamba, climb flight level 300. Runway 72 Zulu Yankee, picture stars approved, taxi holding point Alpha 1, all fully ready. EC45 Bravo Victor's vector for the RS25, turn left heading 240 degrees. 240 degrees, 85 Bravo Victor. Speed 970, set flight level 90. Flight level 90, any speed restrictions, negative. Negative 3 speed. Under control, Blue Max 3 Echo Yankee, Romeo 1 is fully ready. Blue Max 3 Echo Yankee, hello, 22, clear takeoff, surface wind is 190 degrees, 1717. Clear takeoff 22, Blue Max 3 Echo Yankee. Easy Lima Golf, climb file 350. Climb to Blue Max 350. Good, that's the red to leading keys on the speed permission, so taking restriction on whiskey. 2 stations, Ryanair, Ava, the lot, where was you calling? Yeah, not current Heathrow, there is no control of the Heathrow at the moment, it's Unicom. Shuttle 1 take hello, score 7277, climb now, flight level 140. 7277 and climb now 140, shuttle take. DC45 Bravo Victor, descend 3,000 feet, clear direct approach, runway 25. Descend 3,000, clear direct 25, DC45 Bravo Victor. Prefect 99, climb flight level 410.
Climb flight level 410, prefect 99.
Look at control, that's the 5 Tango Alpha, flight level 360, inbound pump.
Easy 15 Tango Alpha, hello to you, it's an Elboss 1 Lima, arrival for Liverpool, when ready, descend initially, flight level 260.
Elboss 1 Lima, arrival.
descent flight 160.
What we count up to? Gazba.
Jersey 1839, when ready, descent flight level 90 to be level by Jacko. Disregard that, in fact, expect 90 level Jacko, initial descent 160.
Could you repeat that for Jersey 1839?
Yeah, sorry for confusion. Expect 090 Jacko, and when ready, descend initially to 160.
Roger, flight level 90 at Jacko, and when ready, descending to flight level 160, Jersey 1839.
That's correct. Shuttle 1 Tango, climb file 240.
About 240, Shuttle Tango.
Speed at 997, there's no further ATC to Heathrow at the moment. Continue on Unicom now, 1228.
Unicom, thank you.
Cheers, Scandinavia 5 Charlie Hotel, nothing further north. Continue on Unicom, 1228. Good afternoon. Bye-bye, Easy 8 Lima Golf, Amsterdam's offline. Continue on Unicom, 1228.
128, thank you, bye.
I mean, it's not that busy, but...
81 Tango,
Chaos.
by Trent.
What is this?
Trent, 5 Trent. Runway 1 Bravo, hello to you, good route direct, sit at. Line 1 Charlie Papa, hello to you, route direct to offshore, climb, flight level 360.
Control, gode Lufthansa 2 Romeo Victor, flight level 340.
That's 4 Romeo Victor, hello, Temper 2 Golf arrival, descend, when ready, flight level 140, level Ampton.
Descend when ready, flight level 140, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Victor. Control, clear take, United 9 and 7, flight level 340, heading up.
Runway 97, Mike Romeo, hello, Zaman 1 Alpha, landing runway 22, squawk, 7331.
Clear to the 7, 1 Alpha arrival, NHT-2, squawk 733. 9 Mike Romeo.
Runway 97, Mike Romeo, correct, route direct, Abbott.
Clear to Abbott, 997, Mike Romeo.
Max 5 Yankee 4000, Utah. Blue Max 3 Yankee, thank you, climb now, flight 120. 120, Blue Max 3 Yankee. Easy 45 Bravo Victor, clear land 25, the wind 230 degrees, 18 knots, after landing, Spanish west.
Clear to land 325, Easy 45 Bravo Victor.
Jersey 46 Tango, your discretion, you can descend flight level 80, leaving control airspace by descent. Leave control airspace of the descent to flight level 80, Jersey 46 Tango. Clearback 3 Echo Yankee, flight heading 330 degrees, climb file 340. 330, where's that 140 for Blue Max 3 Echo Yankee? KLM 5229 and descent flight level 90. Easy 48 Whiskey, hello, turn left 040 degrees, climb file 190.
So we've got gross weight this side, VNAV window that side. It's more useful. It's probably more useful the other way round.
Advance 1 Alpha Papa, descent flight level 80.
Because I only need to check the landing weight once or twice.
Alpine 91 Lima Delta, nothing further north for me, continue on Unicom 1228, bye bye. Hello, Zap 725, come on flight level 240 inbound.
Go!
And Zap 725, land and control. Hello. Climb flight level 240, and squawk. And squawk.
Oh, I could have done it the other side as well, couldn't I?
371 with Alpha 2407725. The London QNH 988 hectopascals. Jersey 46 Tango decompletion service, leaving my space in 10 miles. Jersey 46 Tango for decompletion, leaving your airspace in 10, Jersey 46 Tango.
Guess that's going to say that there isn't any. That's alright.
Speedbird 48 Whiskey, climb file 250, own navigation, direct Gadsby. Speedbird 48 Whiskey, climb file 250, own navigation, direct Gadsby. Speedbird 48 Whiskey. Speedbird Gadsby 250. Easy 15 Tango Alpha, descent flight level 200, fly heading, fly heading 300 degrees.
Sadly, we're going to be going through a window where there's no coverage.
Limax through here, any chance for a further climb? You're clear to 340, sir. Red back 140. Okay, well, climb flight level 340. Level 340, Limax through Yankee. Prefect 99, Amsterdam's offline, continuing Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, thanks for the service, great job. Prefect 99, see you.
Cheers, copy.
Control with the mic. You can see setting active sky to crazy mode. So active sky is now, I've got it set so it's taking below 10,000. So it should get rid of the static depiction. Still got 500 kilos extra, hopefully we won't need it. And I'm trying to monitor the chat, but if anyone is there, do say hi and let me know what you think of having the PFD, MFD on screen if it doesn't work. Let me know. Because other than that, there's not a lot to see there really. I thought we should have had a changeover in flight level change. We didn't. To finesse, shall we? damp that down, shall we? So, was 410 really achievable? Airplane struggling. This global depiction not really working, there's some clear bits in the distance. Solid 60 frames on the cruise, little dips. What are we looking at? Lots of straight legs, essentially straight over the Kingdom of the Netherlands, straight over Germany, straight over Poland, avoiding Kaliningrad, or Southwest Lithuania as it is also called, and then straight in. So let's have a look at these. IRKAL, Kotov, and then whichever runway's in use. So once we level off, go shot curtain and stuff. Does it make a difference to the noise? Does a bit. Extravagant door. just going to try and moderate that climb with the weather doing its explainy thing. So we've got ILS, we've got RMP, we've got VOR. Cautious of the jamming situation in that part of the world. I think it'd be wise to pick an ILS approach. Also plan for some conventional backup. To have a decent tailwind. It's not that good, but it's not bad. Every little helps. Extra 40 knots. So, what's the weather doing? 2509. We're going around 2290. So 250, 60 degrees off, it's favouring 1919, so we'll look and see what they're using in reality. There's not a lot of traffic going into Kaliningrad on Flight Radar 24 right now, and if you want to go from Moscow, you've got to go round. That makes a long old journey up to St. Petersburg, round to Estonia, round Latvia. Takes it all the way into the new NATO lake of the Baltic Sea. Oh no, that's in interesting. They are not using. Someone's coming one way, and someone's coming another. Very interesting. There, I just realised I've been talking on mute for a couple of minutes because my headset goes off because I refuse to install the Steel Series software. It seems unnecessary. Anyway, Chris, looked like a nice arrival. Don't know how you managed to stop so short. You must be more aggressive on the brakes than I am, or maybe just more competent over the threshold. I assume you're using the same scenery on X-Plane rather than any payware or anything, and yeah, I mean in reality those trees on the approach aren't there, but all of the exclusion zones I think were voided for X-Plane 12. And the gateway, I haven't put anything on the gateway for a while, just because it's incredibly frustrating. It certainly takes me quite a long time to do any tweaks to an airport, and then the plethora of rules and rejections on the gateway and the lack of standards and documentation makes it incredibly irritating to have something rejected. So you know, if I was going to edit Norfolk, for instance, I'd be putting an exclusion zone to get rid of that foliage that isn't really there in reality. There are some streetlights on the approach, and annoyingly you can't kill that. So yeah, and I think I remembered why I stopped flying into Norfolk, because of course it's getting to the point where I guess there's a lot of Microsoft simmers, and the chaos begins to reign when they can't follow instructions, read back properly. It should certainly be one of those places where you shouldn't be allowed to spawn out unless you've got at least some kind of rating on the network. It's just a bit chaotic. And maybe we'll go back to Benson with 6,000 foot tarmac, but well, Norfolk's only got an ILS one end as well, so maybe I'll move back there. It's close enough to London. Flying Barbarian, yes, these are the default sounds. Absolutely nothing changed apart from the Lua script to get the V1 callouts. I don't know if that's going to be included in the next version. There's so much on the Discord that I can barely be discussed. That wasn't me talking trash yesterday. So yeah, it's good to have other drivers around. It'd be nice to get into some shared cockpit stuff, but to be honest, I think that would take quite a lot of time if you wanted to do two legs, and also you know, so you both get a PF10. You know, there's at least an hour 45 minutes of prep, even if it's just I don't want anything less than an hour's sector really. It's slow. That would be a bit manic. So I'm just filling in the OFP. We're overhead at 3-1. 12520 forward. So yeah, it takes a good sort of like 4 hours out of your day at least, even for relatively short flights, maybe 5. I suppose it would be interesting to I think it'd be a really interesting virtual airline model if you had to match up with people, take it from a home base, go somewhere and come back with a bit more of an extended trip. I think that could be quite interesting, but I haven't found any virtual airlines I like yet. I was thinking about going back into Norfolk and grabbing one of the horrific Vespina liveries. I really hate the look of those. Doing some of the Ascot flying into more interesting places like air bases, especially if places that we don't have charts for, or at least that Navigraph doesn't publish charts for. But seeing the chaos, I suppose we could still do that from Benson. Seeing the chaos of Heathrow, I'd like to avoid steep approach. I'd like to wait until that mod is in there to do it properly into London City. I think PC should be able to handle it. Maybe shaking about all over the place. I'm sure this is with turbulence set down quite low. Let me fire up Active Sky and have a look. So, have I changed? I've changed it to hybrid. There's no personal information on here, so this is an Active Sky for me. X-Plane 12 live weather and Active Sky live weather. Right, yep, so I've turned that on so that we get should get local depiction, and I think that was why we saw that jump at 10,000. I might increase that a bit. So over here, and you can see everything's very small because of interface scaling. Aha! I thought that had all gone down. No, ignore that one. So I think I had this right down to about 10%. Because cloud turbulence is horrific. Thunderstorm, yep. NHT, that's good. So wind turbulence, there we go. I think I might have had this down at 70 before. Has that settled everything down? I thought changing that down to 20 affected everything else. Maybe it didn't help. Is this random? Still seems pretty excessive. Well, I think there might be turbulence report on here. There were, I think, 39 pages of note attached for this flight, so I didn't get to the charts at the end. Yeah, VATSIM and London is a bit of a shame because that's quite fun to fly into. Thanks for the sub, Plane Freak. I mean, I only bribe people to sub just to get in the chat, but didn't you in the chat? Maybe you didn't, I missed it. Anyway, what have we got? Another hour and 19 in the cruise. I might go and get a snack in a minute as soon as there's nothing really going on. So look at ATC coverage. Scottish is online, Denmark, Copenhagen. So if we'd gone that way, this is more direct, and this is a Eurocontrol route as well. Yeah, I don't know, I think there might be a sound pack available for this, but I don't think the feedback is particularly good, so I would certainly suggest don't waste your money. People seem to make sound packs just by tweaking things and making things sound more bassy or more like YouTube videos, when knowing how much effort has been put into this particular add-on. I really don't think it's necessary. The sounds might also be a bit janky just because of how I've got OBS set up. There's no pro streaming going on here. So, bit of lazy tripping off something. That's what I was doing. I was looking at how are people getting in here. So, taking it from south, what's going on with this one? That one came in from the north. They're landing from every possible direction. So maybe it is just changing with the wind a bit. So if we plan for, I don't know, 19. So look at these charts. Oh, Kotov will just take us straight in, which is nice. So let's plan for that. So we'll do the ILS Zulu for 19. Will be via Kotov. So there is a Kotov in ILS Zulu for 19. So we start the arrival at IRKAL. It's all on CDA they want. Special cuts, yeah, we can deal with that. Above 110, 250, 230 above 5, 230 above 5, so we can tidy those up. And then, my right base. X210, and there's the runway with Cat 3 ILS minimum is 923, so let's put those on here. Pretty simple arrival. 9:30. We'll get everything else on. Just tune the VOR, see if we can get that up. 138 is the Vilnius VOR. Right, test, there we go. So that's right. What do we have? A VOR pointer. Not that we need it, but it points roughly to where we want to go. Pointing to a different VOR at the moment. But that'll give us Vilnius 1138. Of course, the ILS will also tune. And no one else to talk to. Interesting, Volanta says descending. Interesting that I have to refresh it. So what's our ETA? Hour and 10. I don't think punching the speed will make too much of a difference. also seen some hardware DCP and CCPs. They look pretty good. Don't know if I'll end up getting one. Probably got to think of graphics cards first. GPU's now my limiting factor on this screen. I could definitely recommend OLED. Maybe not at the moment. There's that text fringing. You guys probably can't see it. So I've turned the anti-aliasing down a notch. So it's a little bit blocky, but slightly further away with the increase in resolution, it's not as bad, and it is better on performance. But what I've got is certainly hit around here on the coning. It's like there's a tiny little red glow just because of the pixel layout. So they're great for colour and contrast and resolution, but and it's significantly better. If I had an OLED TV, the deep blacks are really good, really immersive. That text fringing is a bit irritating, so hopefully the next gen will square that away. The reason I got this one was because it looks like all of the newer monitors coming out are going to have really aggressive curves, etc., which is really my thing. I've got from 3800 to 1800. I think 1800 is pretty much the limit, especially as I sit with my screen a bit further away than ideal, probably. There's not a huge amount of room. A desk, I suppose I can bring it forward a bit. I do like 21:9. I think it's a great format for sim, racing, anything like that. It's good for working on. And you do get used to the curve. I don't think I'd get used to a 1000R curve though. So it was either bite the bullet and get this or not. And I think these are pretty good compromise as well. to be talking away on mute
Hot
again.
Flight Support, Jenny speaking. How can we help?
Well, I don't know what stand we're going to be on, Jenny, but if you could speak to the handlers and then get a van for us when we arrive, so the packs don't have to wait, that'd be great.
Understood. We'll have that ready for you. Anything else?
No, that's it, thanks.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
So Jenny's going to sort a taxi. And as I was saying, got terminal weather outside. So 8 is not available yet, that's fine. Now there's simultaneity. So that's looking better. So, EYVI Vilnius, 1650 Zulu. I am going to cheekily set it on here so I don't forget. So 2971, the pressure's gone up a little bit, not much. So it's ish, close enough. So 2305 Cav OK, which means that there is no cloud. Up. Aha. That's useful. So Cav OK, I thought I had this in my head, means there is nothing below 5,000. No, gone. I know it. So, prevailing visibility, it's 10k or more. There's no cloud below 5,000 feet below the minimum sector altitude, whichever is greater. No CV or TC of any height, and no signal from weather in the vicinity of the aerodrome, which is about 10 miles. Easy. So, O navigation, ILS 19, so I guess they've just come online. TL65, because that will be by ATC. Cav OK, 11, 1 and 1006, which we've got set. Information Alpha and 8205 are useful. Starting to get dark. Clouds are starting to look better. Maybe not that, the atmosphere needs a bit of work. But they are looking better. Information Alpha, happy. So, VNAV we can go into. Transition levels 65. I don't expect us to get cleared. So I'm going to set the first lowest altitude we've got, which is flight level 110 at halfway along the line. nav, we'll just follow the thing along. VNAV's armed. And we'll get VNAV in for the speed. It still might run away. Never mind. So, approach 2305 we can put in. 219's already in. It's 11 degrees. 6. Negligible crosswind. Runway's dry. The airplane tells me we're going to be 14.6. About 500 kilos for the descent, which sounds about right. Let's double check the runway length available. So the entire pavement 2515, close enough, and our factored distance is 1259. So that includes the 5 for landing. Anyway, it's factored, which is what we want. So VREF 122 plus 5 goes 127. Send those through. Send the minimums are done. The approach is selected, so that will auto tune. What I might do, just set the course of 194 in there. We are picking up the VNO ILS. Sorry, the VOR on the field. So at least it's pointing in the right direction. Start turning these down. I didn't think it would be a dusky landing, but I didn't really put much thought into it. I was thinking new time, factoring in local time. I suppose whilst this is an annoyance, it's relatively realistic. Is that a Tic Tac or an aeroplane? It's the Tic Tacs. XX plane. Need a little X-Files sound button. So the minimums we said 923, so 930 are set. Was the ATIS updated? Bravo already. Change. I don't know why that's changed. Aha, somebody else has opened. Okay. So let's pop that in. 305. So that's on COM 1. ATIS, we're getting that live. Frequencies, never mind. And is the tower going to be 118205? You know, I don't know. 18205 actually matches the chart. I don't know what happened. Anyway, they'll hand us off. And I don't think there's ground control. So tower 18205. The airport chart. No, it's all on the tower. So at least we're frequencies prepped. They're all on 1, we're on 2. And we normally have ATIS 125805. I like to have ground on box 2, tower and anything else on box 1, plus ATIS. Or once you're in the air, D&D. So, anything else to do at the performance? It's 8,000 for a runway, so we've got plenty. It's not a massive airport. There are some GA looking stands to the south. So, don't know where they'll stick us. It's a little bit complex as well. But we'll have time. I think we'll probably roll to the end. We might be able to vacate at Echo. Jepson taxi charts are legitimately horrible. Anyway, it's getting lit. There's a Ryanair off to our right, only doing 464 knots, because what are they doing, like this 77, and they're lower, 42 on the cruise. We've got an extra 10 knots, 5 miles ahead, so that 10 knots over half an hour makes a difference. Oh look, the bomb's gone off. Thanks, explain. That haze doesn't look too bad, it's just a bit, oh, I don't know, it's just a bit too much. Anyway, so as we're approaching top of descent, I know we've got another 17 minutes, but I'll go sterile cockpit and I need the iPad for my charts anyway. Still GPU limited, which is surprising, but then relatively weak GPU. Expensive, but weak. cloud's looking a bit interesting. I mean, like I say, it is better. Is it accurate? Where is the darkness currently? Yeah, you know what? I think it's... no, I don't think it's quite right. So right now, sunset is halfway across Kaliningrad. Oh, you guys can't see it because I'm doing it on here, but you can see on the MFD, our next waypoint is pretty much there. So, does X-Plane still get sunset and sunrise times incorrect? Because, I mean, Flight Sim 2000 had that in accurate start positions. So you could do celestial nav. I mean, I don't know if we would, but I suppose because the math is quite simple, it is quite poor to get it wrong, is I suppose the argument. You're simply projecting you're just projecting a sphere and flying through it. I guess that up there is a star or a planet. Interesting that you can see some of the points. How realistic that is, I don't know. Leave those open. Entirely my bad. Thankfully they closed by themselves. So I mentioned the Ryanair traffic, there they are, slow poking behind us, and now we're joining the airway ahead of them. So I will update that. I'm here, I'm going to put that in. I can just tap it later. That annoying step of the lighting is quite distracting. So that's just reducing our length even further. Speed stay the same, 14.6. Let it. good enough. Bit of a jump there. Other than that, pretty smooth. See, I could be wrong about the sunset. But if it is correct that sunset times aren't accurate in X-Plane, it's pretty poor form. And now it's gone now Discord. So we are coming up to top of descent.
Vilnius, hello, Swiss 3 Hotels, hello, is 209er for 210 inbound up favor.
Swiss 3 Hotels, hello, Vilnius control, radar contact, come to flight level 360.
Flight level 360 for Swiss 3 Hotels.
Let's approach 120705. I'm going to be just looking at the charts now, nothing in chat. 20705. There's top of descent. Maybe a little early. 7-8, the airplane's probably not going to achieve it. Overshoots slightly. Should be good for a 300 knot descent as well. Oh, really? What now? Vilnius Control, good evening. Prefect 99, Challenger 615. Just left flight level 410, passing flight level 390. Inbound Boksu.
Prefect 999, hello, Vilnius control, radar contact. Descent to flight level 100. Cleared IRKAL to Bravo and Vilnius information Charlie.
Descent flight level 100 cleared IRKAL to Bravo and already copied information Charlie, Prefect 99. Great, cleared for the approach. He's got that out of the way, what a pro. Why did I get a beep? Don't know. So, down to 100, but we are going to respect that constraint anyway. Certainly in Europe, cleared. No, technically that does overwrite it. However, let's see if there's anything following the profile on this one. So, control on the left. tower on the right, so 25. 805 on the left. 20. 705 is going to approach tower and ground on the right. 25805. Tower 18205. And of course I know I can type it in, but creature of habit. 8205. Good. So tower and ground, center approach.
Right here, 6 gold Papa is with you. Right, 6 gold Papa, good evening, Vilnius control, squawk 6340. Squawk 6340, right here, 6 gold Papa.
It needs some stowage. Okay, finally remember to do things. What do you mean?
Descent checklist. Shoulder harness.
Secure.
Passenger signs.
They're on.
Pressurization.
So it's about 600 feet elevation. Set.
Fuel quantity and balance.
It's level.
FMS, landing data, charts.
Done.
Approach briefing.
We have discussed, we're clear for the approach. It's a pretty simple approach now. And we're set. The mist is on now.
VNAV transition flight level.
And speeds completed.
Descent checklist complete. In range checklist next.
Whoa. I have no idea what just happened there. Is that a nuclear bomb? So 50 miles direct to the field. We're coming up to IRKAL, we've been cleared for the approach. And 250 is the next constraint. Let's see how VNAV manages that. One thing I didn't know about was in the study window up here, VNAV path window. You can see VNAV doing its thing. Isn't that cool? So now we're on the arrival. No messing about. 12 minutes to run. We are low enough to get the APU on, but I won't do it just yet. I'm going to be too busy. Where's terrain off? Turn on terrain on. No weather radar, so. Guess we're too high. What I don't know about this airplane you've book with. Right, sterile cockpit time, there's nothing in chat. Speed's coming back, which is nice. I do find it such a strange way that it winds it back individually rather than just knocking it straight down. Oh, what's the message? Could be tuned, great. I like that message. The lights are dim. Approach 120.705. Thanks for the service. Perfect 99. Good day. Vilnius approach. Good evening. Prefect 99. Challenger 650. Information Charlie. We are IRKAL 2 Bravo. Passing flight level 145. Descending flight level 100.
Prefect 99 Vilnius approach. Low radar contact. Continue descent. Altitude 5,000 feet. QNH 1006.
Continue descent, altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1006, Prefect 99.
In range checklist. APU. Started. Altimeters. 3 set, cross-checked. Avionics.
So PFD, MFD, both suitable.
External lights.
Not yet. I'll tell you what.
On. N1 target. Set.
So we're just waiting for the PAX transition. Airplane's slowing down. VNAV's doing its thing. Are we going to make that constraint? Yeah, probably. 2:30 at cutoff. And 2:10.
For further climb, contact Vilnius Control 1, get read the decimal 305 Vilnius right away.
133.305 in RF 7539. Thank you, bye-bye.
Vilnius approach at all right, yeah, 6 Golf
A little bit quick, so let's
level
just
100.
break.
6 Golf Papa Vilnius approach, low radar contact, continue descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1006.
Continue descending, altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1006, right, yeah, 6 Golf Papa.
Pretty dark.
Mike Tango Vilnius
and snow. The precipitation to me. Right on here, that's the transition below 10. Great.
APU PAX transition. Avail completed. APU generator. On. CAS.
Checked.
In range checklist complete. Before landing checklist next.
Going down and slowing down.
Before landing checklist. Landing gear lever.
Weather 9007, good evening, follow 150, sending for level 100, inbound Victory Depot 01.
Weather 9007, Vilnius approach, Alpha Enough, repeat descent, altitude 4000 feet, KNH 1006.
KNH for correction 1006 and descent 4000 feet, Weather 9007.
Will tell if we're still in moisture.
Flight 9 Tango, further climb contact in this control 133 and this 1305, bye-bye.
We'll have continuous ignition on just in case. So we are on the approach now. It still is wet.
Perfect. 9 now continue descent altitude 2700 feet and you're cleared for solo approach runway 19 report established.
Continue descent altitude 3700, cleared ILS Zulu 19, Wilco Prefect 99.
Vilnius Ryanair 6 Gold Papa.
So there's my ATS.
Ryanair 6 Gold Papa, go ahead.
Ryanair 6 Gold Papa, shall we, after cutoff, shall we continue via the transition for ILS Zulu 19?
Ryanair 6 Gold Papa, affirm transition, go.
Clear the transition and continue that via to on to the ILS Ryanair 6 Gold Papa.
Radar, good evening, Austrian 636, passing 3000.
So I've got manual control.
Austrian 636, and that's up.
I don't know why, is it even raining still?
Continue climb President 260 and confirm the waypoint, please, Austrian 636. Austrian 636, negative flight level 280 and direct to BODLA. 30 direct to BODLA, Austrian 636.
1091 set. I can't cross check the other side. So wait to intercept.
Papa, Vine 80 clear, cleared for the Zulu approach, runway 19, and report established.
Via Tico, we are cleared for ILS Zulu 19 right and call back for established 106 Gold Papa.
Localizers alive. Approach is armed. Glide slope capture. And the missed approach is to 5. Prefect 99 established ILS 199 miles.
Prefect 990, contact LSR 118.3, correction 205, have a nice day, bye.
118.205 to tower, thank you very much, have a good evening, Prefect 99.
Cleared to Kaunas via flight plan route. Initial climb 5,000 feet. Squawk 6304 on departure. Maintain the runway heading.
2500.
Wow, the red lights look far too red to me.
5,000 feet. Squawk 6304. Echo Delta Yankee. Echo Delta Yankee, after departure, maintain a runway heading. After departure, maintain runway heading. Echo Delta Yankee. Echo Delta Yankee, readback is correct. Startup approved. QNH 1006, information Charlie. Startup approved. QNH 1006, Echo Delta Yankee.
Vilnius Tower, good evening. Prefect 99 established ILS
Down
194
indicated.
miles.
No steer. Arm centered clear. Anti-skid.
399 Vilnius Tower, very good evening to
Armed
you.
tested. Passenger signs. On. Wing, cowl,
Delta down, runway
anti-ice.
19, Prefect 99.
Continuous ignition.
Not required.
On. Thrust reversers. Armed. Spoilers. Stowed auto. Flaps.
Just coming in now.
Set. CAS.
Checked.
Before landing checklist complete. After landing checklist next.
It's nice to see some white lights and some yellow lights. Strobes on the approach help. The threshold, sorry.
Approaching 19.
I thought I turned off Express. Anyway.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
I think my nose dropped a bit there. That wasn't me. Got to minimums, let's continue anyway.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Bit of a long landing and a bit of a dip. Spoilers up, reversers out.
Vilnius Tower, good evening. Ryanair 6 Golf Papa ILS 19. Ryanair 6 Golf Papa, Vilnius Tower, hello, continue approach.
So we're down at 1757. Nice.
After landing checklist. Landing pulse recog lights. Off. Anti-collision lights.
Golf Papa, wind 210 degrees,
Continuous
6
ignition.
knots from 19er, clear to land, expedite
Windshield heat.
vacating.
Off.
Ryanair 6
Pros.
Papa Golf, expedite vacating and clear to land, runway
Off.
19.
Wing anti-ice. Off.
Prefect
Cal
99 is vacated
anti-ice.
Echo.
Prefect 99 and welcome to Vilnius, stand 22 via Foxtrot, India and Mike.
Thank you very much, sir. Stand 22 via Foxtrot, India and Mike, Prefect 99. I don't even know what the check was. Cal anti-ice checked.
Spoilers. Stowed. Flaps. 0. ATC TCAS. Alt on. Radar mode.
Power with
Standby. After landing checklist complete. Engine shutdown checklist next.
Runway 19. Within 9007, Vilnius Tower, Labas Vakaras, Air Tau. Continue approach, minimum approach speed, please, traffic 3 miles in front of you. Minimum approach speed set and continue approach.
So we're on Foxtrot, Lima and Delta. Oh, I guess these are new. So a tower, apologies, Prefect 99. I think our scenery doesn't have the extension to Foxtrot, so we've just turned left on Lima.
Prefect 99, that's fine. Stand at 36 via Lima.
36, Prefect 99, apologies. So this should continue up to here and then go further along, and there should be a new stand here. Thanks, Gateway. I don't even know where 36 is. I can't even see the apron. It's somewhere around.
Within 9007, expect line landing clearance. Expecting great landing clearance for runway 19 with 9007.
This looks like the edge, and 36 should be the second on the right. Whether or not it will be marked, I don't know. The landing lamps in reality are pretty rubbish on most aircraft as well, so I'm going to say that's the first one. Oh, great with cones, yeah, great.
Within 9007, wind 210 degrees, 6 knots, runway 19, cleared land. Runway 19, cleared land with 9007.
Us.
Ryanair 6 Golf Papa, welcome to Vilnius, stand 24 via Foxtrot, India, November.
24 Fox India November, Ryanair 6 Golf Papa.
Echo Delta Yankee, taxi to halting point runway 19er via Lima, Mike, India and Bravo. Taxi via Lima, Mike, India, Bravo, runway 19er to halting point.
That'll do us. Nice bit of traffic. Just wanted to make sure I was in the right place before we stopped.
Engine
1801
shutdown
on stand.
checklist. Taxi lights. Off. Parking brake. Set. Reverse thrust. Stowed. Generators 1 and 2. Off. Engine 2 shut down. Fuel boost pumps. Off. Fuel system.
And the right's not running, right low pressure.
Engine 1 shut down. Check ITT below 350 degrees Celsius.
Checked.
Anti-ice. Off. 14th stage. Off. Beacon. Off. No steer. Off. ATC TCAS. Standby 0. Parking brake if chalked. Passenger signs. Off. Cabin differential. 0 PSI. Engine shutdown checklist complete. Securing checklist next.
Wizard 9007, Swag Northeast, Vilnius stand 47 Alpha via Foxtrot, India and Lima.
Foxtrot, India, Lima stand 47 Alpha, Wizard 9007.
Where's that light coming from?
Our ride is here. Thank you, Captain. Always such a pleasure flying with you. Have a nice rest of your day.
Where's the object going past us?
Yankee wind 210 degrees, 5 knots, remain 19er, cleared for takeoff. After departure, contact Vilnius approach 120.705. Bye bye.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19er. After departure, contact 120.705.
We're going to leave her outside for a weekend. I guess we'll shut that.
Squawk 6304, Mo Charlie.
Squawk 6304, Delta Yankee, Mo Charlie.
That's not bad parking. Yeah, I'm not sure about the light.
Secure and checklist. Emergency lights.
They're off.
AC DC utility switch.
It's off.
Headsets. Thrust reversers. Chocks.
They're in.
Parking brake.
Is off.
Hydraulic pumps.
Are off.
Nav lights. Logo light.
Leave the logo come off. The nav light can stay on.
APU generator. APU start stop. PAX. LCV 10 stage isolation valve.
So we're gonna go tick, 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 tick.
APU power fuel. ICAS APU gauge. Battery master. Cockpit refuel panel. Service lights. Pins and covers. Securing checklist complete.
Okay, wait for the APU to spool down. Aviation flashlight, yes. It's just an expensive torch. I have quite a natty head torch with a red light, which is about as bright as this actually, and quite useful. Certainly better than having to carry a hand torch. doing on the ground? Yeah, there's a fair amount of traffic. So the only thing with updating this airport will be, if it's not up to the current standards, you have to do a huge amount of work just to add a taxiway, which is infuriating. Quite high. They're close. You have a look at the APU. About 22.5 on the APU, I reckon. So we were on at 17:57, I reckon, and we took off at 15:52. 2 hours 5 minutes. Now to do the oil we need 15 minutes, and we shut down 18:01. I won't bore you with it, but I will do it. Then there's the main battery connection and many of the other things. What does Valanta say we touch down at? Minus 307, it definitely was not. So, did this used to be a Soviet airbase? Anyway, I'm going to call the stream quits. I'll do the oil check. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope to fly again soon. And hopefully it won't be so long, but if it is, I do apologise. So, until then, tidy up the screen. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves. See you again soon. Bye for now.